Sir, I don't understand. I've closed more cases than any agent here. FBI.
She's a tight-ass federal agent.
You're skilled, but you're not a team player. None of the other agents like you. Wait for my 3 count. 1, 2.
Unbelievable.
She's a badass Boston cop.
Hey, look who's here! Right into my mousetrap! Run, she's crazy!
From Paul Feig, the director of Bridesmaids.
I think this individual might be mentally ill.
No. Just work with her. She's the best cop.
Motherfucker!
Feel the heat burning you up inside. You remember that shit, don't you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was funny. I was thinking about Power Station today because I saw a picture of him, and I was like, somebody said, like, hey, aren't you famous? I was like, well, I'm about as famous as the black guy in Power Station.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to get a room so you can like talk about your Power Station fantasies?
Meanwhile, there's plenty of people out there saying the power who?
Yeah, exactly.
Wait,
You mean everyone?
Wait, what? There was a black guy in Power Station?
You know, somebody had to call it Power Station. You know, it's a black guy. Like, I got a name.
Actually thinking we're talking about the actual power station, right? Like we pay our electric bill too.
Exactly. Yeah.
No, people, there was a band called the Power Station. They
Well, it was made up of half Duran Duran.
Half Duran Duran.
Robert Palmer as the lead singer.
Yeah, and the black guy.
And the black guy.
Yeah, what? Like that one big song was the redo of Bang and Gong, right?
Well, and that
In
one.
the heat. Feel the heat.
I didn't know that one.
Some Like It Hot.
Well, did they have the black guy singing that?
Some Like It Hot was the bigger hit.
Oh, Some Like It Hot was them? Okay, I thought that was just Robert
That was
Palmer.
it, yeah.
That's the Heat too.
Yeah.
I mean,
Power Station.
And by the way,
Also, they did a remake of the Gap Band's Early in the Morning.
None of those hits came close to Simply Irresistible, so I don't give a shit.
and, you know, it's funny because meanwhile people are saying, God damn, we're going to review this movie?
I know. Well, actually, we're reviewing the album. I mean, we've run out of shit to do here at Spill.
Look, when you don't have a lot to say about a movie, it's good to go off on a tangent.
Yeah.
for a
Well,
while.
I'm just grateful that we're not talking about basketball right now, so...
Which has a lot of black guys in it. You do know black people play
Well, isn't
basketball,
there
right?
a team called the Heat?
You know what?
No, you know the funny
He's
thing
got a
is,
point.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I'm grateful we
A
went
man
that
who knows
way.
nothing about sports
Yeah.
was able to say that there's a team called
I have a theory about Cyrus, and people, we're gonna get to this review in a minute. Just
hold
just
your
excuse us for a
horses.
moment. Yeah, just hold on.
Believe me, we can talk about all these subjects all day long.
Yeah, we
don't
need 30 minutes.
Let's not do the. Yeah, I'd rather not review the movie that we're about to
We'll
review.
be talking about, man, the heat was hot today, wasn't it? I know. The temperature
it
was
was 102 degrees.
it was
today.
102 degrees today, wasn't it?
That's
104.
crazy.
The heat index was crazy.
I think 104 is saving for Saturday.
But you know, I tell you what, I have a theory about Cyrus.
What's that?
If you notice, and people go back and listen to some reviews, when we talk about sports, he chimes in every fucking time, and you know
Lucky guesses.
No, you know little details about sports. I've had this theory about you for years. You play that geek shit like it's genuine, but I know you faking, man.
I worked in bars for 20 years. I did pick up a few bits of trivia here and there.
All right,
That sounds legitimate.
Yeah, I could see him waking up going, the Heat, Maverick, Spurs. What? I don't know the score. I don't know.
Oh, my subconscious. Oh, yeah. No. Anyway, man, the heat that we're talking about here.
The hate?
The movie that.
The hate that is.
Yeah, you know what? I'm wondering about this because I'm going to give this trailer. Now, this stars Melissa McCarthy, she's the thing right now.
Right.
Everybody loves her.
She's the improbable it girl.
Yes, she is right
Disgusting
now.
thing. Yes.
Oh, stop it, you
Yeah,
childish.
don't be Rex Reed over here.
Yeah, come on. Yeah. We do now.
Is he bashing her too?
Yes, he was.
I wonder why.
Rex Reed suffered a lot of complaints about him, and you know, rightfully so. He came out and he did this whole review, and for no reason came out and said, "This fat ass bitch right
Yeah,
here."
he called her like an obscene hippo or something like that. I was like,
I'm
come
paraphrasing
on,
badly. Yeah, he called her some kind of hippo or something. I'm like, you know,
But you did have the gay flourish that he had when he wrote that.
yeah, flamboyant ass.
Wow. A gay guy was making fun of a fat chick? Okay.
She's not the kind of fag hag I would choose to be around. This fucking hippo, but you know, no. Melissa McCarthy, everybody loves her because she's funny. And I will give it to her. She is funny.
And she's loud.
Yeah, she is.
And I discovered something watching this movie.
What?
She's fat.
Mm-hmm. Okay, see, I'm not going to go there with you guys, man.
But I only say that because most of her comedy, or what the comedy they put her in, is to go like, hey, isn't it funny how fat she is?
Oh, really? Okay, so you're not saying this out of your thing. This is the movie doing
Well,
this.
you know what? I think it's kind of interesting the fact that on the movie poster they forgot that she was fat and that she's short. I don't know if
right.
you've seen the Heat movie poster, especially the red one, but they got her about as tall and as almost as skinny as Sandra Bullock.
Yeah.
It's like a gargantuan Britney Spears. It's like a Bigfoot Britney Spears. They put in that poster.
It was actually a conspiracy on the internet thing where people were like, I'm sorry, is there anything about this woman that looks like Melissa McCarthy? You photoshopped it so much.
You know what? Yeah.
Holy shit.
Forget that we said anything about her. The studios they were so worried about her looks and her appearance that they changed her into a creature on that poster. It looked like the Yeti. It is like that thing on that poster was not Melissa McCarthy.
and that's what Glamour Shot said.
That was them trying to make her look better.
So when they waxed that Vaseline on the camera.
But you know something? This trailer, it also has Sandra Bullock, and this is a buddy cop film. They want to do a buddy cop film similar in the vein of Lethal Weapon, or for you real old school people out there, Running Scared. You know, the one with Billy Crystal and Gregory Hines?
I love that movie.
And it's very much. It's every bit that. It's an 80s buddy cop movie.
But this trailer, every time this trailer came on, this is hands down the most annoying trailer that I've seen this year.
Yeah, I'm with you. It's like getting attacked by bees watching that goddamn trailer. I was like, wow, will somebody spray this shit off the screen, please? I mean, honestly, I've been dreading since the first day I saw that trailer, just looking at the dates, realizing that, wow, I'm going to have to review this movie at some point. And man, it's going to be painful. Even walking there, I mean, walking in the theater, I was like, wow, this is probably how it felt when those poor Jewish people had to go into
stop it. Stop. Okay, all right.
Sit there and just go, oh,
no,
God.
We're not with him.
Yeah.
That is
This
him.
movie is a gas.
Please, people.
I'm not with him. I'm not with Cyrus.
Send your hateful comments to co-host and Cyrus, but not for the Jew thing, but just for the fucking pun he made.
I'll take the pun hate, but the Jew hate is totally on him.
God, I need to put you in a pun concentration camp.
So you can concentrate
with laughing.
We'll belt him with puns.
Can I turn on the laughing gas?
You say you want some consecrated puns? Well, it just so happens.
Please turn on the laughing gas, because that's the only way people will laugh at his ass. But you know something? So this is
Christoph Waltz over here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the pun hunter over here. But you know what? The thing is that this is going to be not your regular review that you usually get, because only two of us saw this, and I think that was Leon and co-host.
Yeah.
Because we had to split it between two movies that night.
And we hate them.
Yeah, and we did not want to go see it. Yeah,
I kept sitting there going, how did I get fucked again? Was this part of my contract?
I like that he always says that, man, how'd I end up here? But he's the first one to RSVP for these movies. and he'll argue with you too. Like, we tried to give him the other movie that night. He's like, well, I already RSVP for the Heat, so I'm going to that shit.
I was like, I'm going to have to see it eventually, because I honestly thought we were all going to have to just see this. So I'm like, fuck it. I'm just gonna dive into that shit and try to swim the best I can.
Really, you thought that?
Yeah. We have to have a talk.
It's like one of those where it's like, all right, who's gonna volunteer to see the Heat? Come on, step across the line. Yeah. And everybody else step back.
And everybody
That's exactly what happened.
Well, I was the first one to go, I'm going to see the other.
I know. Yeah. You and I both said not it, but then I was like, wait, I got something to do on that side of town.
All right, then. Well, let me take volunteers here. Who wants to tell me what this is about? In case
Hit it, Leon.
Wait, didn't you say it already? Okay. Well, yeah, it's an 80s buddy cop movie. You know, two cops with different styles who have to come together.
Yeah.
Now, Sandra Bullock, she works for the FBI. Mm-hmm. And she's like, when the movie introduces her, she's like a Sherlock Holmes almost. She walks into a drug dealer's den, and all these FBI agents, they can't find nothing. The drug dog can't find nothing. And she's like, really? Really, huh? I guess there's nothing here. Except behind this wall. Now, the thing is, in most movies...
And everyone's looking at her like, you cunt.
Yeah.
Especially the drug dog.
Yeah, I know.
Bitch.
That dog, yeah.
That is the thing. Like, in most setups like this, where there's a guy who does that, you go like, oh, Inspector Lucerne, he's so fantastic. But with her, they're all like, man, fuck you, bitch, making us look bad.
Yeah.
So everybody hates her.
Yeah.
And now Melissa McCarthy, she's the opposite. She's like she's like a female
She
Nick
beats
Nolte.
up drug dogs.
Yeah, she's constantly, she's Vic Mackey and Nick Nolte all rolled into one.
I was going to say more like Mel Gibson.
Well,
period.
Yeah, except Mel Gibson.
And not the role he played in Lethal Weapon.
You're just crazy like Mel Gibson. She hates Jews.
I mean, we get her where she rolls up on poor guy who's, I think Tony Little, not Tony Little, I'm not actor's name. I think maybe it's right. Just trying to get a hand job from a prostitute on the street.
Who the hell's gonna give somebody shit for that? It's just a hand job.
It's one thing to give him shit. She really is in his face.
The guy's already out $5. Come on.
Abuses him, calls his wife on his cell phone. Yeah. Stuffs him in the trunk.
This is why women should not be cops.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Then she goes chase down this other little black boy and just rolls him over and
She throws a watermelon at him, just like Mel Gibson would.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, she seriously throws a watermelon?
Yeah,
She throws
she
a
does.
watermelon.
Are you serious?
No, I'm dead
Oh,
serious.
no, it's dead serious.
Right in the back of his
Wow.
big ass head.
Did she beat him with a bucket of chicken when they got to the holding
Yes,
cell?
actually, yeah.
That's in the deleted scenes. So this is the kind of cop she is. And everybody at her station is scared of her. You know, she cusses out everybody she sees. She's obnoxious on a level like I honestly can't describe it.
Okay.
Like to the moon with that shit. Yeah.
Any one of us at our most blackout drunk has never been as obnoxious as she is on a regular basis.
All right.
Now there's some big drug deal going on in the neighborhood.
Yes.
And Sandra Bullock wants to get this promotion. And her chief, they don't, the chief of the FBI is not a black guy who pounds on the desk and goes, "God damn it, McGarnacle, buy the book." No, it's the dad from that Mexican movie, A Better Life, who still combated speak English. But
somehow do what I said.
Yeah.
You mean that movie that nobody saw?
Yeah. But yeah, first he was a Mexican, illegal immigrant. Now he's the chief of the FBI.
Okay.
But she's like, "Look, I know you want this promotion, but no, nobody like you. But if you solve this
Are
case.
they in Tijuana?
Man, I'm telling you, this guy stands out as like how miscast he is in this
Are
role.
you sure that wasn't Al Pacino?
it might as well be. But he's like,
You
look,
sure that wasn't that dog from the Taco Bell commercial?
y'all laughing at me, but if you saw the movie, you go like, "Oh, well, damn, he nailed it." But he tells her, "All right, look, if you can go solve this case with these drug dealers, then maybe I'll think about you.
I'd get you
for
a promotion."
Yeah, pretty much.
Mang.
So she rolls up and in their precinct, she's like, "Hey, I'm FBI. Give me what I want. I'm FBI." But then it's Melissa McCarthy's case, so she's like, "Well, I ain't taking that shit. I'm gonna roll over you."
And so that's where they have to join forces.
Yeah, they figure out.
First she throws a watermelon at Sandra Bullock, and then they join forces to find some crazy ass drug lord.
Wouldn't it be mayonnaise
Nobody gives a shit
if
about.
we're
Yeah,
coming up with the racial thing here?
Yeah.
Is it drawing mayonnaise at her?
yeah. I thought she only threw watermelon at black people.
Apparently not.
Maybe we can work together on this.
I don't need your help to take down Larkin.
You know, you wouldn't even have known about Larkin if it wasn't for me. So obviously the FBI can get information that you can't.
Maybe I just need to hear a little, "I need your help, Mullins.
This is ridiculous, okay? FBI agent.
I need your help, Mullins."
I need your help, Mullins.
Is this a whisper party? I want that third floor to hear it. "I need your help, Mullins." And then maybe give me a little echo on that Mullins.
Now, from here, you get most of the usual setups, they're like, "Oh, we got to go undercover to get this guy, and you look sexy, and we'll try to turn him on and switch cell phones and go after him." And Melissa McCarthy's brother is involved, played by Michael Rappaport. And you get a bunch of characters, who, like Melissa McCarthy's, family, turn out to be just just pretty much Irish white trash. It's in Boston.
So
where it
all
took place.
Irish then.
Yeah, like just, everything is wicked this and fucking that.
A lot of extras from Rescue Me.
Until they can, solve this case. I mean, that's basically it. I mean,
A
cliches
case that you will forget because the movie
I'm
I'm
trying to
about the story it's trying to tell.
It gets a little convoluted, and maybe there's a mole somewhere. Maybe.
It's all fucking paint by numbers
It-
crap
it's-
that we've
it
seen
really is.
a bajillion times before. And what the movie's really trying to sell itself on is this ridiculous relationship between the good cop, bad cop. I mean,
Pretty
that's
much.
pretty much it.
Pretty much. I mean,
That's what it looks like.
Uptight cop to relaxed cop.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's that formula. And,
The professional cop, the cop with no rules.
and we've
Training
seen
day
this.
for
I mean,
dummies. Yeah.
I mean, we always, we go back to Lethal Weapon because that probably did it the best. It set the template. But there have been other movies and other, copycats that have still done a decent job with it. It's a formula.
There have been other movies that have been good.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this may be the first double female buddy cop. I think this is the first two girl buddy cop film.
feel like it's
And
not.
it should be the last.
I read some other critics saying it was, but he didn't have.
I feel like it's not, but maybe it is. I don't know.
I think it was, it's something that's heavily influenced by the buddy cop movies, but I don't think it's the first one. If somebody can tell us, then that's fine. I can't think of another one. Right?
I can't think of another one either.
I don't have that on my DVD shelf.
I mean, what it comes down to, though, here's why it doesn't work. Melissa McCarthy is being obnoxious. Like that's what she's supposed to be. She's crude. She's obnoxious. And ever so often she manages to say something funny. But that's like one, but to get to a funny line from her, there's 8 to 10 other things she says that they aren't funny.
No.
And she's obnoxious and crude in a way where you're like, I'm not even enjoying this.
And she doesn't stop. She's a force of nature that just will not stop until Sandra Bullock enters the picture to where they got to focus on her. And then you realize, wow, she has nothing to do except to play the straight person throughout the first half of the film.
And even somebody's got to play the straight man. I get that. Mm-hmm. But what is also a problem is that Sandra Bullock's character, when they first introduce her, she's smart. I mean, they hate her because she's so smart and so good at what she does. When she gets around Melissa McCarthy, she's a boob. She can't get anything right. She lets Melissa McCarthy bully her around. So it's not even fun to watch them together.
And they beat you over the head just by reminding you that Sandra Bullock was not the popular kid in school. She was the one who always got stepped on, always got trampled over. And, therefore that establishes the relationship as much as you need to see at what point hanging out with this crazy bitch, is she going to actually stand up and be the woman who she should be? And obviously these are questions that the movie will never address either. So, it's just like, let's see how much we can tolerate these two, and let's see if they can find this drug lord who you really don't give a shit about because they cast every damn comedian that they can find as bad guys.
That's true.
At that point, you're like, okay, I can't even buy this.
That's what it seems like. It seemed like you guys know those movies where they try to have some villain in there. And they try to have some plot where they got to capture this villain, but they're too busy trying to give you the lame comedy over the actual plot. Yeah, it doesn't even matter who they're going after. It's kind of reminds, if you want to go for the recent example, kind of reminds me of Fast and Furious 6. Where they got a villain they need to go after, but you don't even care who the villain is.
Because the spectacle of it is more interesting than what is actually going on in the movie.
Well, I guess in here, if the spectacle was interesting, it would have been worthwhile.
Well, the spectacle is the bad comedy. I mean, especially when Sandra Bullock starts slipping on banana peels and crap like that, because she's not a comedian. So you could tell when they let her ad-lib, it's really bad. You're like, wow, a lot of this stuff belongs on a deleted reel.
Yeah. I wouldn't even say that she's not a comedian, because I've seen her be funny in things. The first
what movie?
It's not like she doesn't have any comedic timing.
Yeah,
but it's like whoever is writing it is not good.
You see, that's what I see.
So much of it, they depend on Melissa McCarthy to just make up shit.
I don't know why I've seen this, but I've seen Sandra Bullock lend herself to some of the most broad comedy, some of the most painful broad comedy.
You can't say broads anymore, okay?
I didn't say broad. I said broad. The first Miss Congeniality, I just thought was funny. It played more to her personality. But then I started seeing Miss Congeniality too. I just saw about a month ago the proposition on the proposal. Yeah. The proposal on TV. That movie's fucking horrible.
Wow. It's three films I have never seen.
and don't. And actually in that movie they have her holding a dog up, trying to chase she's actually trying to get a hawk to drop her cell phone. Mm-hmm. And she's running through for about 5 minutes, reaching up in the air, yelling to this hawk to drop a dog that has a cell or something. This is the kind of comedy that I see Sandra Bullock doing most of. I know she's fucking
painful.
talented.
I think the only time I ever really noticed her talent, and I'm sure there's probably a movie I'm forgetting, but Speed is honestly the only one I can still remember where she honestly, what?
Infamous.
Okay, yeah, I haven't seen it. But that was the one where she worked for that role because she was just a plain Jane normal girl that just reacted to situations the best she could, and it worked for her. But this, where they're really trying to give her some kind of character, where they're really trying to go out of their way to mesh well with this woman who's actually chewing up scenery, but in the worst way possible. The chemistry felt really forced, man.
These are two actresses who come from completely dissimilar backgrounds, and they're telling them, okay, we're used to doing these. Everyone does these type of movies thanks to Judd Apatow now. So just have fun and go with it. Bullock's like, well, where's my fucking script? And Melissa McCarthy's like, shut up, bitch. I got this.
It feels like there's no hint of a script here.
Is this rated R?
It's got to be.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, just from everything Melissa McCarthy says.
Okay.
That's true.
All right.
Man.
You know, and that's what.
And here's the thing she does a lot. Oh, that's so sad. Oh, that's like in a sarcastic way. Oh, that's just so sad.
Well, she keeps saying that line through the whole movie.
Yeah, she does. Like constantly saying, not just to Sandra Bullock, but just to everybody.
But I tell you what, there are parts where, I found myself laughing, and those parts involved a character that got so annoyed with Melissa McCarthy's character that he actually had
mispronouncing those names. You can't put that.
Give him a break.
Wait, Melissa McCarthy?
McCarthy.
Yeah, he gave me shit this weekend or earlier 2 days ago about not being able to say McDonald's.
You just said it.
Well, yeah, because he taught me how. but
Exactly.
But now he can't.
By Jove, I think he's called.
Corey.
The rain in Spain falls mainly on the plain.
Corey, forgiveness, please, for forgetting this name. I apologize.
Oh,
for
stop!
That.
You can't put that Mick on there.
No.
You just
Hey, that's the Irish people. That's defamation right there. Come on.
sorry.
She ate it. All right, we'll leave it at
Trying
that.
to do the right thing and end up being racist.
No, but they actually introduced an albino character, this albino cop, who they already
That's
assuming-
racist.
Yeah, exactly. Which they assume is the bad guy. It's like, that's him. That's it. That's the guy. He's the one who's the bad guy. And actually, he had some really hilarious lines. I felt like he was the audience, being just as annoyed with her character as we were, and actually spouting out some funny shit to her.
And his delivery also made it funny.
Yeah, his
because
delivery
he was just
perfect.
so pissed off all the time. And they had a good back and forth, her cracking on him for being albino. She had some good jokes, and the two of them yelling at each other. The thing is, there are a lot of secondary characters who were funny. Like her family, as obnoxious as they were, they had some funny stuff with them. The albino cop.
One of the new kids on the block is actually part of her family, like the younger.
Was it?
Yeah.
One of them?
Wahlberg,
No,
Wahlberg?
it's not one of the Wahlbergs. He was like the youngest member in that.
Really?
Kids. Yeah. I was actually surprised. Don't ask me why I know that. But
Aren't they just kids on the block at this point?
they're old men on the block now.
Yeah, they're not even kids. They're old creepy guys on the block.
Middle-aged guys on the block.
Old unhireable.
Yeah, y'all still standing here?
Old unhireable actors.
Hey, y'all ain't gone yet?
But most of her family is made up of the comedian Bill Burr and Michael Rappaport. Jane Curtin from Saturday Night Live
really
plays the mom, and there's another actor who plays the youngest brother who I keep seeing in stuff, but I never know his name. And if you saw him, you're like, oh yeah, that guy.
He was not that new kid guy.
No. He was the toady in the Yogi Bear movie.
You know what I found amazing though? The fact that these two were so annoying throughout the whole movie that they sucked out the annoying and made Marlon Wayans the most dependable actor on that movie.
Is Marlon Wayans?
Marlon Wayans, yeah.
He has like 2 or 3 times he comes in. He shines in those 2 or 3 times.
He's not even trying to be funny.
No, he's not. I mean, when he comes on, you're happy to see him. It's like, oh, good.
Wow. Because they didn't put that nigga on the advertisement anywhere.
Honestly, he's in it so little. I could completely understand that. He's not really a selling point. He's just another one of the side characters who manages to be funny. The thing is, okay, I would say this. I didn't quite hate the movie because I went in, the trailers looked awful. And besides like having the same reaction you guys had to the trailers, I saw Identity Thief. So I was even more trepidatious about going into this. I'm
Ouch.
Like, God damn it. I cannot.
I know. We talked about it. I was like, I never saw that movie. I even made sure to go on vacation the week that movie opened because I hated that trailer so much.
You chose well.
Yeah.
So with that in mind, I'm like, okay, look, it's not as bad as that to where I'm just sitting here hating it. As a matter of fact, as much as I was like, I'm not liking this, but something would be funny to me and I would like laugh out loud and I'd be like hating myself for like, God damn it, why are you laughing? But then I hear co-host laughing too. We were kind of laughing.
Didn't.
Yeah, I did.
No, you didn't. Don't lie.
We were laughing at the same spots. And they weren't belly laughs, but every so often there was something like, okay, all right. So,
I was reading jokes on my phone. That's why I was.
No, he wasn't. He does that. He'll make you laugh. There's been so many times I've hated sitting by him in an Adam Sandler movie.
Well, now he wasn't making me laugh. It was something I was laughing at on my own, going, shit, stop, telling myself, stop laughing. But I was like, wait, he's laughing too. All right.
Well, it's interesting you mentioned that old Adam Sandler when I actually, because I actually genuinely laughed during some of those movies, and I unfortunately have to sit next to Corey, or I can just feel his hatred. that heat. You talk about heat.
Yeah, that's the heat right there.
Irradiated heat.
I fucking hate you in an Adam Sandler movie. I can't stand you.
Well, now I completely understand how you feel, because there was a guy next to me that was loving the fuck out of this movie. He was laughing every second, repeating all the awful jokes, like right after I was like, oh my God. Oh, somebody throw my ass in the Phantom Zone. Please get me out of here.
Hey, bud, it's not that funny.
Yeah, it is.
It ain't funny at all. Just shut up.
Yeah, and I almost felt kind of like an asshole for sitting there, because I kind of like glanced and I'm like, I was like, I was turning into the Grinch for a second, but I honestly felt like, man, this guy is having the time of his fucking life.
You check and see if he had Down syndrome or something.
Sometimes it's hard to get mad at some. You're like, would you? You know what? You're enjoying yourself. What can I do? The thing is, well, I'll say this: like, there's chuckles in there. I won't completely put it down, but the problem is that most of these chuckles come in the second hour. This movie should not have a second hour. It's 2 hours long.
I was shocked by that.
Yeah,
I'm like, no, a movie like this does not need to be
an
that
hour and a
long.
half at 90 minutes. It's like, look, you're done here.
Yeah.
You know, keep it in that time frame. Let me go home and maybe leave with some dignity, and maybe I might want to say something good about you. But going to 2 hours is like, guys, you didn't have enough material for that.
So an hour and a half at the most, right?
It felt it. It was killing me. I was like, wow, who edited this? Judd Apatow? It's like, please. It's one of my theories again. Comedy should not be 2 hours long. Ever.
Yeah.
Get your good chuckles out, get them while you can, and then let people go home.
You ever heard the term "leave them laughing"?
Yeah,
That's what you're
leave
supposed
'em
to
laughing.
do.
Well, it's funny because Jerry Seinfeld, he was just interviewed. I heard him on Howard Stern. He was talking about that very thing. He's like, you go see a comedian at an hour and 10 minutes, you love that guy. And at an hour and 34 minutes, you're like, is he ever going to stop?
You want to mob the stage.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now I know how y'all feel about me. Except it's after 10 minutes, not an hour and 10 minutes.
Well, they got to be funny. That's
When's this guy going to shut up?
And the thing is, it doesn't even have a real ending. It's like at the point, it's like it just cuts off. You're like, oh, well, it's been 2 hours. I guess I'll leave. And then as you're walking out, oh wait, there's more stuff after the credits, and it's like,
Oh, jeez.
And that felt like they should have been cut and lost forever. I didn't get that. But.
All right, so what would y'all give it then?
I just give it a rental. I mean, I see people going to it and enjoying it. I mean, not for me. I wouldn't rent it myself. So it makes me go like, maybe I should give it a low rental. I don't know. Yeah,
Give it
you know
for
what?
what you think
I give it a low rental.
Okay, low rental then. Bullshit.
Bullshit. Yeah. Yeah. Bullshit.
I know where you coming from.
Bullshit. Yeah. Piping hot bullshit. Yeah. It really is. I'm sorry. I don't get it. At the end of the movie, I was like, I don't get it. I looked at the guy next to me. I don't get it, dude. I'm sorry.
I like
I'm
that.
glad you had a good time.
I like that. Just something like that. I don't get it. Some old bullshit.
No cell phones.
How about now? Oh, different story? Let's loosen that up.
The Heat.
That was pretty awesome.